Born to Ride is sponsored in part by Rubenstein Law, 1-800-FL-LEGAL, representing riders since 1988. Offices throughout Florida, 1-800-FL-LEGAL. If Instagram is your thing, we're there. We're everywhere. Follow us at #Born to Ride Motorcycle Media, your #1 motorcycle resource.
Thanks for tuning in to Born to Ride TV, the longest-running biker TV show in the world. This week, from Harley-Davidson, Jason Momoa's Part 2 of United, We Will Ride. Then, it's a tribute show to the masterful art of David Mann and modern-day Norman Rockwell, painting the biker lifestyle in Easyriders magazine. Editor of Born to Ride, Dave Nichols, gives us a first-hand report. All this and more here on Born to Ride.
To see him in the wild like this.
For those who were born to ride, there's Progressive.
For more of Motor, subscribe now.
Hey, stay put. This is Lorne.
And I'm Clyde.
And you're watching
Born to Ride. And cut. That'll work.
Geez, tell that guy to speak English, will ya?
Was that you?
Well, he did say cut.
I've been rowdy my whole life. Guess that's why me and my uncle get along so well. You never know what he's gonna do. He loves the ride, the adventures. He says the open road is his backyard. He's the best. I can't wait to be an uncle one day. And I'm gonna be just like my Uncle Rowdy. Guess that's why my parents named me after him in the first place. I'm Rowdy. Like my uncle.
Hi, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 1. Get an attorney. When you or a loved one have been injured by another's negligence, an experienced attorney can make a huge difference. At Rubenstein Law, we will find all of the insurance, make sure your injuries are documented, and work to get you the best result. While each case is different, a well-known insurance company's own study showed people with a lawyer on average got more money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Lakeland, the hottest, newest place everyone is talking about, invites you to Bike Night, first Wednesday of every month, 6 to 9 p.m. Ride your motorcycle and get 15% off your meal at Bike Night. That's 15% off your meal at Bike Night. Speaking of food, it's the best in town with the hottest servers anywhere. Wing Wars? Duke's wins every time. So don't miss Bike Night. Duke's Brewhouse, Lakeland. It's the first Wednesday of every month. Brought to you by Born to Ride TV and Magazine and Rubenstein Law. Born to Ride TV Radio live every Tuesday night, 7 to 8 p.m. with Dave Flash Morgan, special guest, and Born to Ride TV content at Facebook, Born to Ride TV Magazine. Read it, watch it, ride it.
Dave.
Welcome back,
Hi,
Dave.
everybody.
Dave, I mean, you've been around the man in the office, creating, dealing with, getting the stuff. Let's get right into it, man. Easyriders in the office, at the helm, and dealing with Dave Mann's pictures coming in for each month in the magazine. How cool was that?
Oh, it was an amazing time to be there and to be friends with David and Jackie. And we had so many great times. And, Dave's favorite saying was, "Don't let the bastards get you down." That's how he lived his life. And he started out, his first painting of the motorcycle culture was in 1963. And that was a painting called Hollywood Run. And what Dave did is he took that painting and his customized panhead, and he went to the Kansas City Custom Car Show. And he was hoping to show off the bike and the painting. And he met a 1%er there, a great big guy named Tiny. And they became best friends. Well, Tiny decided that his paintings were too good, that the world needed to see these paintings. So Tiny actually got in touch with Ed Big Daddy Roth, who's, of course, the famous car customizer, and he was the father of Rat Fink and the publisher of Choppers magazine. Well, Ed bought the painting for $85, and that's how David Mann got started doing paintings of the biker lifestyle. He went on to do 10 more paintings for Roth, and then in 1971, he saw an ad way in the back of Easyriders magazine. It was an ad for artists and cartoonists and illustrators and things like that. And he got a job with Easyriders magazine doing his beautiful artwork of the biker culture. And they started in the magazine with issue number 3. And he had been in Easyriders and in Biker magazine for years and years and years. He did over 300 biker lifestyle paintings in those times. And of course, everybody knows that he had this knack of finding the essence, of the riding experience and the lifestyle that we all love. And they all came from personal experience. A lot of these people in the paintings were people that he knew and were friends with over the years, And so, David, in the late 70s and early 80s, there were a lot of motorcycle customizers that would look at Dave's paintings in Easyriders magazine, and then they would take a look at much like our friend Jared, they would take a look at a bike and then decide they were actually going to build the bike. Well, David would exaggerate things on the motorcycle just to make it look cool in the painting. So he would exaggerate the rake of the bike's frame, or the length of a front end, or a tall sissy bar, or ape hangers, or really high, wild, crazy exhaust pipes, just for artistic effect. But the builders would actually create the bikes that David drew, and so in a way he was one of the fathers of the custom chopper design as we know it today. And then in November 1983 issue of Easyriders, there was a painting that David did that is called The Ghost Rider, which has forever captured the hearts of bikers all over the world. It shows a righteous chopper rider who's jamming down the desert somewhere in the Southwest, and riding just off to the left of him and out of his sight is the ghostly spirit of a Pony Express rider. And there's something about that painting. It caught the inspiration and the imagination of a whole generation of Harley-Davidson riders, and the rest pretty much is history. Hundreds of paintings, and David Mann really changed the biker world. We think of the essence of the biker world and the paintings that were up in all of our garages. I know they were up in my garage. And that's who David Mann was.
Well, Dave, I've seen the Ghost Rider on murals on buildings and bike shops, and that's the essence of this. But to be a part of that, I mean, were you there when the paintings like came in or the pictures came in and you got to place them in the magazine, and the power of that? I mean, how much did that magnify Easy Riders? I remember all those dudes have the like black beards and the gloves and the long hair pushed back, and they always had the chicks on the back, and they were just the coolest pictorials of biking lifestyle, like you said.
It's really true. We would unwrap these things when they would come in the mail to us. You know, each one was like, you know, it was like the Holy Grail. You know, we'd open up the package, and these were not big paintings, folks. These paintings were actually the size of a 2-page spread in a magazine. That's how small they were. And so you could really appreciate the detail, because he airbrushed a lot of this stuff.
Wow.
And and he would call up and he'd go, I kind of need an idea for the next painting. Really? Really, Dave? He goes, yeah, you know, I'm pretty much run out of ideas. And so you could actually say, well, what about this? And then he would do a little drawing of it, and you'd go, oh, that's awesome. And he would send you this finished painting, you know? And that alone was amazing. And I'll tell you a great story about David Mann. We were in Milwaukee, and it was for the 100th Harley-Davidson anniversary. And I remember Keith Ball told me, now, don't spend a lot of money on rental cars, because, you know, I got the biggest, blackest Lincoln Town car I could find, because it was going to shuttle around David Mann and Jackie Mann. And I was the driver, and they were in the back. And I said, no, we're not getting a little Toyota Camry. We're getting a big black monster car, right? And so, we went from the airport in that car. Way out in the middle of nowhere is where they put us. I don't know why, because most everything was happening right in the middle of town. Well, out near where we were, there was a bar. And this bar was a biker bar. And I can't remember the name of it or who owned it or anything like that. All I know is we stopped there, we went in, and friends, there were David Mann paintings on every wall in this biker bar. And it was like walking in there with God. Here, you know, the owner was like, I'm not worthy. He was bowing before, and David Mann was there, and he was signing the pictures on the wall.
Awesome.
Well, needless to say, none of us bought a drink all night.
Hello? What's that? Rousers is having their 30th anniversary party. When? September the 12th. Well, I'll be there.
Lakeland, the hottest, newest place everyone is talking about, invites you to Bike Night, first Wednesday of every month, 6 to 9 p.m. Ride your motorcycle and get 15% off your meal at Bike Night. That's 15% off your meal at Bike Night. Speaking of food, it's the best in town with the hottest servers anywhere. Wing Wars? Duke's wins every time. So don't miss Bike Night. Duke's Brewhouse, Lakeland. It's the first Wednesday of every month. Brought to you by Born to Ride TV and Magazine and Rubenstein Law.
Deep in the Virginia mountains, there's a legendary road, 32 miles long, 438 curves, rising 3,500 feet in the sky. road awaits a one-of-a-kind motor enthusiast experience through the Appalachian Mountains in Southwest Virginia. The Back of the Dragon.
Check out the all-new BornToRide.com with radio, TV, industry, adventure, events, magazine, social media, and much more. It's the all-new BornToRide.com.
What's going on, guys? Corey again, giving you a little heads up. I know we've talked about our 30th anniversary party coming up. What I want to do is try to give you guys 30 reasons on why this should be your dealership. I know you got some choices out there. You can take a little trip 30 miles up the road and go to another dealership. Hey man, sure world, buddy. You live it how you want. But I want to show you why Rossiter should be your dealership. I got tons of reasons why, so stay tuned. We're going to get you updated, buddy.
The images, but it was more of setting a tone for a lifestyle of so many bikers and real bikers and the bikers of tomorrow that looked at that today. You know, it's something everybody remembers, and it's pretty impressive or impactful when you have that type of surrounding, you know, that you've been a part of that. Actually, today I talked to a guy named Beatnik, and you know, he was part of that office too at Dean Schaller, because he was telling us when they moved, Joe moved David Mann's work over to Biker Magazine.
That's right.
And Rip went over there with him too. He said it was a turbulent time, so he referred to some of that. But he said that you guys would like have a ceremony when the Dave Mann pictures would come in. They'd almost break out candles and have a seance or something. You know, it's that biker machismo about to open up and unveil it before anybody else got to see it.
Yeah, we certainly broke out the Jack Daniels, that's for sure.
You know, that's what stinks about this digital world nowadays. You just get that bing, something's in your inbox, you click it. Boy, that would be fun to have that kind of ceremony every time.
Have a tube come in,
yeah.
Untape it, open it up, start pulling it out.
The Dave Mann print is here. Get the JD, let's go.
What kind of guy was Dave when you were around him? He was a biker too, right?
Oh, absolutely. He had this beautiful shovel head, bright red chopper that is in some of his paintings, you know. And, man, I remember him riding that thing and Jackie on the back. And one time we went up to the ranch, we called it. There was a piece of property up Calamigos Canyon that the company owned. And it was just a place to go and hang out. Well, for a long time, David and Jackie lived up there. And so we had gone up there with our video equipment to shoot this whole thing of David doing a painting that was basically about some girls in bikinis washing his red shovel head. And so he's actually doing the painting while they are washing his bike, and we're videotaping all this stuff. And see, he was really a quiet, kind of shy, reserved guy, you know, until you got him out somewhere and got him liquored up a little bit. And then, you know, he was just like any one of us, you know, but he was normally kind of shy and quiet, I would say. And the one thing, I'll tell you a secret about his paintings, and you can look at any David Mann painting.
Oh, I think I see it right now. Oh, okay, good.
What do you see?
I think I just saw a shadow of someone on the back of his bike, but there's not actually anyone on the back of his bike.
Oh, you saw that one? Yes, that's about the lost love photo. Yeah.
Oh.
He's missing her being on the back of the bike.
Well, what was your secret, Dave?
Yeah,
Come on, tell us.
Well, okay, every David Mann painting ever done, you can look, and he, you know, pretty much painted every nut and bolt of that motorcycle, right? There, if you look at the wheels, the front or the rear wheel on any of the bikes, there's never a valve stem. And he did that on purpose. And there are builders. There's a builder named Larry Kirk, and there's another builder named, let's see, what's his name? Donnie Lewis, great bike builder. he built a bike. He built a beautiful chopper that looked like one of Dave Mann's pictures. And he did it without a valve stem. He hit it in this, like an Invader-style front wheel. So it's got a 5-spoke wheel. He hit it inside one of those spokes, just so it would be like, oh, where's the valve stem?
It was a gotcha, huh?
Yeah. He said, well, David Mann never had it in there. I said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he exemplified that biker lifestyle of the 60s and 70s, and that real biker, the club life biker, the real biker lifestyle. It's amazing to look at that now and magnify just to how great his artwork is, and like you said, it's universal.
Yeah, it has great power, and even to this day, his artwork, it really exemplifies the biker lifestyle. And how great, what a wonderful thing that he got to turn the love of motorcycles. And David was a 1%er. He was an El Forastero, and he lived it. He really lived it, and it shows in every one of those paintings.
Well, it definitely does, because he's got that niche. He's not out there painting guys that just bought a Harley. These are the real deal stuff, and we're just so lucky to have him in our time to be able to document this for future generations.
Ron, he was the Norman Rockwell of the biker world.
Wow.
Great way to put it.
Truly. And he passed away on September 11th, 2004. It was a day after his 64th birthday. And he rode on ahead to prepare the way for the rest of us.
Yeah, and the art will live on forever. It's really powerful, and we're real excited to be able to tell this story with you and to share it with Jarrett and follow his journey, helping kids and his cause. And we're going to be talking to Eric Runyon next.
All right, brother. You guys have fun.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, it's Debbie with Born to Ride. Tune in every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. on the Boss Hogg Radio, a fast hour of good talk. Good biker talk, what you really want to hear.
Hi, I'm attorney Sarah Vega from Rubenstein Law, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 5, do not ignore your injuries. Right after an accident, most people don't realize how bad their injuries are. Injuries can get worse over time. Early medical treatment is crucial. Beware of clinics that treat only your neck and back. What about your knees, shoulders, head, and other injuries? Come see us at Rubenstein Law. We'll talk about all your injuries and get you the compensation you deserve.
For more of these rules, go to rubensteinlaw.com.
Are you down with the nation? Tiny Trailer Nation, the biggest secret in travel and adventure. Take your motorcycle anywhere. Live in comfort on the spot. Say goodbye to hotel cost. Campers, toy haulers, themed trailers built for any budget. One bike or two. Includes electric, water hookups, microwave, refrigerator, sink, tie downs, and more. Your trailer or ours, new or used. Your dream is here at a working man's price. Tiny Trailer Nation, biker musician owned, a name you can trust.
Is your business becoming invisible? Create a great advertising relationship today with Born to Ride. Call 888-795-5779.